you called so many of Bill Goldberg's famous matches. You know, some of them went 30 seconds, some of them went 5 minutes. There was a very weird one with William Regal in the early days that I can't remember if you were calling or not, but it was quite amusing. Bill Goldberg keeps making the news at the moment. He keeps making statements about the streak and why he won't go to AEW, or why he doesn't want to go to WWE, or why he isn't a Vince McMahon fan,
I
etc.
mean, you mean like now, today?
Oh yes, yes,
Okay.
he's still.
I didn't hear nothing.
Well, the big question is: you were there, you were living it every single week in the Monday Night Wars. What would you have done if you were the booker, if you were the person manipulating it all? About the streak, would you have kept it going forever? When would the right time have been?
Yeah, I mean, that was a weird time because the New World Order was over so big and hot, but then they started to dilute it. And the bad thing was Turner sold out to AOL Time Warner. And AOL Time Warner was going to cancel wrestling. They didn't want wrestling on TBS. So the company they had contracts, for pay-per-views in different buildings for a year. So they had to keep going, even though they knew a year down the road, the show was going to get canceled. And a year before it was canceled, my deal wasn't renewed. Bobby Heenan's deal wasn't renewed. Eric Bischoff's deal wasn't renewed. They brought in this idiot writer, Vince Russo, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they got this idiot writer. And as the New World Order kind of got diluted with the red and the black and the white and the black, and now they got the Latino World Order, but it was getting diluted, The writer didn't have a clue what he's doing. And I wasn't with him the last year, me, Bobby, Eric, and the guy. But I really couldn't watch any of it because what happened was they had the new guy. Goldberg was the next big thing. I mean, the way they pushed him for a year undefeated. Can he win his 100th match? Oh, my God. And he didn't, and he looked the part. So he was over. And what did I see? I see on TV Goldberg, who was the heavyweight champion of the world, gets beat by the writer. The writer is the heavyweight champion of the world. I turned off the television and didn't watch wrestling for like 10 years. I was so disgusted because even though the New World Order was huge and great and had its couple of years, it was starting to get diluted. But they had the new guy coming, the new Hulk, the new Bruno. Goldberg was the guy, and they buried him with this idiot writer. And then, and they kind of kept it a secret. The show was getting canceled, but I knew, and then the word started getting out. But it just, the AOL, CNN didn't want wrestling anymore on their TV shows. They just wanted to do the fake news.